Top 10 Tech Trends That Will Shape the Coming Decade, McKinsey Insights. The pace of change in the technology sector has always been brisk. As much as 10 years' worth of growth in e-commerce may have been compressed into just 3 months in late 2019, according to McKinsey & Company, which predicts that we'll experience more technological progress in the coming decade than we did in the preceding 100 years put together. Top Tech Trends. 1. Process automation and virtualization. Around half of all existing work activities could be automated in the next few decades, as next-level process automation and virtualization become more commonplace. By 2025, more than 50 billion devices will be connected to the industrial Internet of Things, yet, McKinsey predicts. Robots, automation, 3D printing, and more will generate around 79.4 zettabytes of data per year. 2. The future of connectivity. Faster digital connections, powered by 5G and the IoT, have the potential to unlock economic activity. So much so that implementing faster connections in mobility, healthcare, manufacturing, and retail could increase global GDP by $1.2 trillion to $2 trillion by 2030. 5G and IoT will be one of the most watched tech trends for the next decade. Far greater network availability and capability will drive broad shifts in the business landscape, from the digitization of manufacturing, through wireless control of mobile tools, machines, and robots, to decentralized energy delivery and remote patient monitoring. 3. Distributed infrastructure. By 2022, 70% of companies will be using hybrid cloud or multi-cloud platforms as part of a distributed IT infrastructure. It will mean data and processing can be handled in the cloud but made accessible to devices faster. This tech trend will help companies boost their speed and agility, reduce complexity, save costs, and strengthen their cybersecurity defenses, McKinsey says. 4. Next-generation computing. Next-generation computing will, McKinsey believes, help find answers to problems that have bedeviled science and society for years, unlocking unprecedented capabilities for businesses. It includes a host of far-reaching developments, from quantum AI to fully autonomous vehicles, and as such won't be an immediate concern for all organizations. Preparing for next-generation computing requires identifying whether you're in a first-wave industry, such as finance, travel, logistics, global energy and materials, and advanced industries, McKinsey says, or whether your business depends on trade secrets and other data that must be safeguarded during the shift from current to quantum cryptography. 5. Future of programming. Get ready for Software 2.0, where neural networks and machine learning write code and create new software. This tech trend makes possible the rapid scaling and diffusion of new data-rich, AI-driven applications, according to McKinsey. In part, it could see the creation of software applications far more powerful and capable than anything available today. But it will also make it possible for existing software and coding processes to be standardized and automated. 6. Trust architecture. In 2019, more than 8.5 billion data records were compromised. Despite advances in cybersecurity, criminals continue to redouble their efforts. Being a growing tech trend, trust architectures will help in the fight against cybercrime. One approach to building a trust architecture is the use of distributed ledgers, such as blockchain. In addition to lowering the risk of breaches, trust architectures reduce the cost of complying with security regulations, lower the operating and capital expenditures associated with cybersecurity, and enable more cost-efficient transactions, for instance, between buyers and sellers, McKinsey notes. 7. Bio-revolution. There is a confluence of advances in biological science that promises a significant impact on economies and our lives and will affect industries from health and agriculture to consumer goods, energy, and materials. Propelled by AI, automation, and DNA sequencing, the bio-revolution promises the development of gene therapies, hyper-personalized medicines, and genetics-based guidance on food and exercise. These tech trends will create new markets but will also raise some important ethical questions. Organizations need to assess their BQ or biological quotient, the extent to which they understand biological science and its implications. They should then sort out the resources they need to allocate to biological technologies and capabilities and whether to integrate those into their existing R&D or partner with science-based startups, McKinsey says. 8. Next-generation materials. Developments in materials science have the potential to transform multiple market sectors, including pharma, energy, transportation, health, semiconductors, and manufacturing. Such materials include graphene, a single layer of carbon atoms arranged in a honeycomb lattice configuration, which is around 200 times stronger than steel, despite its incredible thinness. It is also a very efficient conductor and promises to revolutionize semiconductor performance. Another is molybdenum disulfide, nanoparticles of which are already being used in flexible electronics. By changing the economics of a wide range of products and services, next-generation materials with significantly higher efficiency in many as yet untouched application areas may well change industry economics and reconfigure companies within them, McKinsey says. 9. Future of clean tech trends. Renewable energy, cleaner/greener transport, energy-efficient buildings, and sustainable water consumption are at the heart of clean tech trends. As the costs associated with clean tech fall, their use becomes more widespread and their disruption is felt across a growing number of industries. Companies must keep pace with emerging business-building opportunities by designing operational improvement programs relating to technology development, procurement, manufacturing, and cost reduction, McKinsey believes. Advancing clean technologies also promise an abundant supply of green energy to sustain exponential technology growth, for instance, in high-power computing.